1.5 meters. How many full turns must it make to cover a distance of 9 meters? Well, if it makes 1.5 meters in one turn, in 2 turns, the wheel will travel 3 meters. That means in 4 turns, it will travel 6 meters, and in 6 turns, it will travel 9 meters. So in 9 meters, it'll take 6 turns, 6 full turns of the wheel. Number 2, if you toss a coin and guess heads or tails, you have a 1 chance in what of guessing right? Well, if there's 2 sides to a coin, and every time you toss the coin, you have a 1 chance in 2 of getting tails, or 1 chance in 2 of getting heads. In this case, heads or tails, you have a 1 chance in 2 of guessing right. Question 3. 0.04 of €125 equals what? Well, if you go back to the basic rule of divide by the bottom, multiply by the top, then you can change 0.04 into a fraction, and 0.04 as a fraction is 4 over 100. So if you divide by the bottom, that means you have to divide €125 by 100. When you divide a number by 100, put in your decimal point and move all the numbers to the right 2 places. So you'll be left with €1.25, and then you multiply that by 4. €1.25 multiplied by 4 is €5. So your answer is €5 to question 3. Number 4. In 2011, Olivia saved 2 cents each day. How much did she save that year? So 2011, first of all, we have to find out, was 2011 a leap year or just a normal year? So 2011 was not an even number every year, and it did not fall into a 4. So 2011 was not a normal year. It was not a leap year, sorry. 2012, 2016, they were leap years. So 2011 is a normal year with 365 days. There are 365 days, and you save 2 cents per day. You simply multiply 365 by 2 cents, and your answer is 730, which is €7.30. Question 5. The number 5 is a factor of 30 and 40. Name another number that is a factor of both 30 and 40. Factor of 30 and 40. Okay, so 5 fits evenly into the numbers 30 and 40 because 5, 10, 15, 20. Other numbers that fit in are numbers that will divide by 10. A number that 2 is an even number, so 2 will fit in. So you could choose number 2, you could choose number 10. So we'll go with, for that one, we'll say that 2 is another factor of 30 and 40. Number 6, what is the sum of 1.5 litres, 250? We have to look at 1.5 litres first of all. How many mils are in a litre? There are 1,000 mils in a litre. How many in half a litre? That'd be 500. So in 1.5 litres, you have 1,500 mils. In 250 mils, we don't have to change that. We can leave that as 250 mils. And then in 2 litres, well, 1 litre is 1,000 mils. In 2 litres, we have 2,000 mils. We can add all those together, and we're left with 3,750 mils. Okay, so we can change that into 3 litres, 750 mils as our answer to question 6. Question 7. Cheese is 80 cents per 100 grams. What will I pay for 1/4 of a kilogram? So 80 cents, 0.80 per 100 in 1/4 of a kilogram. That's 250 grams. So first of all, if it's 80 cents for 100 grams, then it would be €1.60. Just multiply by 2. 200 grams. Now to find the 50, we can divide 100 grams amount by 2. So that was 80 cents divided by 2. So it's 40 cents for 50 grams. €1.60 for 200 grams. Add those together. So it costs €2 pay for a quarter grams, only 40 cents for 50 grams. Add those two sums together, and €2 for a quarter of a kilogram of cheese. Question 8. What is the missing term? 0.1, blank, and 0.001. Okay, well, if we look at 1, it's becoming smaller, it's changing to 0.1, which is the same as 1/10. Our next space is blank, and then we skip down to 0.001, which has changed to 1 over 1,000. Now it's gone from one whole thing to 1/10, one whole thing to 1/10, nothing to 1,000. Was it left out in the middle? It hasn't used 1 over 100. And 1 over 100 is the same as 0.01. So that should be our answer for number 8. Number 9. What percentage of a kilometre is 100 metres? Okay. Well, a kilometre, that's 1,000 metres. So simply put 100 of a kilometre is 100 metres. Well, 1 kilometre equals 1,000 metres. So we simply put 100 metres on top of 1,000. And when we do that, we can cross out 1 0 on top, 1 0 on the bottom. We still have a 0 on the top and a 0 on the bottom, so we can cross out another one. We're left at 1/10. So 100 metres is 1/10 of a kilometre. And question 10. What is the area, or the area of a rectangle is 40 centimetres squared. If its length is 8 centimetres, what is its width? Well, to work out the area of a rectangle, we multiply the length by the width. And in this case, we know that the length is 8 centimetres. So how do we find the width? We can divide 40 centimetres, which is our total area, 40 centimetres squared, by our length, which is 8, and we're left with 5. So our width in this case is 5 centimetres for question 10.